What up, King Cake Squad? So today we're going to do a very informative video. I don't even know where to start because it's crazy how you think people know, but they don't. A lot of people don't know the process of the visa, how to get married, to a foreigner, how to bring them in this country, what it contains, what the whole process is a mess, okay? And it's hard for people to try to figure it out. I had so many people calling me saying, I want to get married to an African, but I don't know how. So today in this video, I will give you as much information as I possibly can, but I'm probably going to need to do a series of it. Maybe because I need to do a video telling you every step of the way, how to present your folder, how it's supposed to look, what you need to put in it, what you don't need to put in it. If you want to go through a lawyer, that process and how much it's going to cost. If you don't have the money, how you can get your fees waived. If you don't have the money, it's companies that will help you to get the sponsorship. How long the sponsorship takes. It could take anywhere from 6 to 12 months, sometimes years. Sometimes I done heard it take up to 5 years. How much money you going to need to have to sponsor somebody. The whole nine. It's not easy, guys, but you do what you have to do. As a woman anyway, she do what she has to do to get her man to the country. Okay? So, it just all depends. My suggestions, what I'm doing about it, how I'm going about it, everybody is different. So, in this video, we'll see as much as we can. And if not, we'll do another video and another one and another one until I've answered every question that you guys have. Okay, so the first step after getting married, because we're going to talk about the first one, is the spousal visa. Okay, so the spousal visa means that you got married already, you went to your honeymoon, you all in marital bliss, and you ready to bring your poppy home or your mommy home. Okay, so first step, you have to file for a spousal visa. It's I-130 application. On that application, if there's children involved, you list them too, so you can get a visa for them also. The spousal visa price is on the screen. You can get the fees waived, or you can get a company to sponsor it, to pay for it for you. You don't have to take that burden by yourself if you don't have it. Some people want to get married for love, not because they rich or because there's money involved. You know, some people just like, I found the man or the woman that I love. They don't live in my country. I want to be with that person, but I can't afford it. So let's say that you haven't gotten married yet, but you met a guy online or overseas somewhere and you want to marry him. You can always do a fiance visa, which I personally think that the fiance visa is faster. Some people say it's not, but I think so. Fiance visa is 6 months. With that fiance visa, it's called a K1 visa. That K1 visa is I-129F. You fill out that form or that application, and you submit that application to USCIS. So once you fill out that application, you wait for that application to get approved. That application takes 6 months. Once it's approved, you have 90 days to marry your fiance once they reach the country. So the country we're talking about today, just in case you don't know, is the United States. Okay? So, you can fill out that form, get your fiance to come to America, go ahead, do the whole wedding, honeymoon, and all that good stuff. But they are staying temporarily until that I-130 is complete, which is the spousal visa. So it's a process. So with that being said, they cannot work because they are temporarily, they have to change, it's called the adjustment of status. So they have to adjust their status before they can get permanent residency. So once you fill out that I-130, it takes a little it's not as long because they in the country and it's a spousal visa, which they said was a shorter process. That's the one that we're talking about. So now you think, okay, so how can I go about getting my spouse to come over and it's taking too long? Okay, so to let you know, just in case you don't know, in order to fill out these forms, you have to have permanent residency in the U.S., meaning you have to have a domicile. You have to have somewhere where you live, you get mail, and you have your ID going to that address. That's the address that you want to put on your application. So you can't live in another country and try to get your spouse to come to the United States. We can get around that and we can talk about it because I'm gonna talk about it. Don't start no messy shit. I don't play. So basically what you want to do, nobody wants to stay away from their significant other for months and years on hand. I don't know how people do it. I commend you if you can stay away from your husband for 2-3 years, because I'll be like, going through it, honey. So if you could do it, toodles for you. But a lot of people just don't do long distance relationships. I've never done long distance relationships. I told my husband, man, I can't do it. I'm sorry. Lord knows what's gonna happen. I don't know, man. It's just too much. It's way too much. So your first step, once you submit that application and that application is being processed, you will get a receive code. Once you get that receive code, that they receive it and is processing your application, you can then call and ask for expediting. So this USCIS has a contact center number at the bottom of the screen. You call and you ask for Emma. Emma tells you how to make it expedited. If expediting doesn't work, you can always do number 2. File for a K3 visa. A K3 visa, which will allow your spouse to enter into the country and stay with you until you wait for your I-130 to be approved. Okay? So that's 2 options for you. But still, sometimes that's not good enough either. So then you got number 3. Number 3 is you can move to another country. You still got your domicile in America, right? Okay? Still got your address. But how about you want to go stay in another country and you ain't got time to be sitting there away from your damn husband? Because I know I don't. So stay in the country with me, because today I'm going to walk you through the decision I made to stay in another country with my husband. Okay? And number 4, you can take your ass to his country if you want to, honey, because half of the countries ain't as good as the United States. And you'll be like, okay, what am I doing here? What's going on? Shocked to death, all types of shit. Sometimes you just don't want to live in their country. Imagine bringing somebody from India or Afghanistan or Syria or Africa somewhere, or Sierra Leone. That's the thing about that. Can you imagine have to live in Sierra Leone with your husband until this visa process and you don't know how long? Girl, bye. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Oh shit, I done fucked up now. I cannot do it. Okay, so the decisions I decided to make, y'all.
3 belts that leave the coast of Africa. There's one that's in the north, there's one in the middle, and there's one in the south. When you look at this middle one literally will take you right into the Gulf of Mexico, even if you didn't have power boat. And what's going to happen is Africans are going to start to move into this area here, and they're going to begin to settle in this corner of the Gulf of Mexico. They're going to develop, according to what our research shows, 3 major cities: Tres Zapotes, San Lorenzo, okay, and La Venta.
If you go to Mexico, southern Mexico now, especially in the provinces and towns in southwest Mexico, they'll tell you there's 2 black people there. The ones that came on the ship, meaning those who were enslaved, and the ones who came before the ship.
So the decision I decided to make, y'all, is to move to Mexico and stay with my husband in Mexico while I wait for the decision to be made on the USCIS. However, my husband said, girl, Ghanaians don't play about no Mexico. I said, boy, ain't you lying? Because I know a lot of Ghanaians that will go to Italy to pick strawberries before they stay in Ghana. So don't play with me. He like, we don't do Mexico because we heard about the cartel. First of all, the cartel ain't got no dealings with you. They want money and drugs, and you don't have neither one. So bring your ass to Mexico. So he like, I'm going to stay for 2 weeks, and then I'm coming back to Ghana because that's all I know. I'm like, because that's where I'm going to stay. And if you don't want to stay, then tough titties, because I'm going to Mexico. So I would like to present my 3 citizenships that I now have. So now that I got 3 passports, Mexico, America, and Ghana, I could live anywhere, honey. But that's not why we're here. Okay, so let's get to the reason why we're here. So I decided that I'm going to move to Mexico, and it is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Check out Mexico.
DJ Jamsey.
Five things to do in Cancun, Mexico. Number 1, turn up downtown Cancun. Number 2, rent a yacht and private chef. Number 3, visit natural pools. Number 4, tequila tasting. Number 5, visit a restaurant.
Word on the street, Mexico is open, so here's 5 things you must do in Cancun. Backpack and stay in a hostel, visit one of the world wonders, Chichen Itza, go swimming in a cenote, then head over to Taco Tuesday at McStream Cancun and try some authentic Mexican food.
Now you tell me, is that somewhere where you would like to live or reside with your significant other? The only stress in Mexico is what rooftop party we going to tonight, honey. So I'm all with it. But I'm going to just walk you through how to get your significant other to Mexico. So in the next video, we'll learn how to, first and foremost, apply for a visa. You as a United States citizen will need to apply for a visa at the Mexican consulate. The Mexican consulate is located in Atlanta, Chantilly Drive. But you know what? It's located other places too. So I'll put all the Mexican embassies in the United States here on the screen so that you, in whatever area you want to go to, you can visit and get your Mexican visa. However, you do not have to stick to one Mexican consulate. You can go to any Mexican consulate you choose to, but you will first need an appointment. I know for a fact that Atlanta office releases appointments on Friday at 3 p.m. I would love somebody to tell me what time that these people release their appointments, because it is so hard and frustrating when you keep going on the Mexican consulate website and you're trying to get an appointment and it keeps saying no office found. No office found means there's no appointments. You can go on there a million times a week and see no appointments. So it's imperative for you to know exactly what time they release the appointments at your nearest consulate. Well, there's always a possibility of calling and finding out. There's always a possibility of learning through going down there and asking somebody. But that's imperative for you to know. Also, there are stipulations with getting a visa from the Mexican consulate. Every Mexican consulate is different. They do not have the same requirements. So for the requirements for Atlanta, you must make $2,400 a month for 12 months. And this lady, oh, y'all should have saw me raise Cain up there at that fucking embassy. I was like, hold up. Say it ain't so, honey. What you mean? She denied me 3 times. I need to do a video just about my denial. It was crazy. And I think I did record it, but I haven't released the video. It was just so frustrating. It took so long for me to get my visa. So she was like, let me show you what the visa looked like. Anywho, the visa looks like this. So she took so long giving me my visa, and I was like, why are you doing this to me? Like every day was something. So I had made like you got to show your bank statements. On the bank statements, I had made like 200,000, but every month I would take the money out of my bank and put it in another account. And she was mad because I was withdrawing the money and putting it in another account. She wanted my balance to carry over. Who and what fucking hell or heaven, I don't know, gonna make 2,400 carry over every month? Like, you know, we're in a recession and you asking for that shit? That shit is impossible. And I'm not thinking about me. I'm thinking about other people. Normal, everyday citizens do not carry over $2,400 a month. That's just crazy. I said, where you think we going? I'm going to Mexico. I ain't going to the United States. Girl, I went the hell off on that lady. So I'm going to just do a video just about that. But in this video, I will share with you how to create an appointment on the Mexican Embassy website, because it is not easy and it's in Spanish. You can translate it sometimes, but it pop back in Spanish. So if you get to know the website, then good. So everybody around the world can use the same website. Sometimes you can just use the website for that particular country. It just depends. I use the same website for wherever I'm at. But listen, check it. The good thing is, I'll also list the visa-free countries that have Mexican embassies there. So that way, that the visa-free countries for Ghana. So I'll also list the visa-free countries for Ghana that also have a Mexican embassy there. So that way, you can just contact that Mexican embassy and tell them that you want to bring your husband to the embassy to get his visa. So first step is to get your visa. Once you get your visa, you visit Mexico and you go to the consulate in Mexico and they give you the card. The card is a visa which will allow you to stay in Mexico for up to 4 years. Most people, when they go to Mexico, they get visa upon arrival, which allows you to stay in Mexico for 180 days. But this particular time, you want to reside with your husband because you don't know how long, or your wife, I'm sorry, because you don't know how long it's going to take for your visa to come through. So you want to live good. You want to be on a continuous vacation. You don't want to struggle, because I'm telling you, Mexico is cheap. Oh my goodness. Mexico is so cheap. You could feed a family of 4 for $20. So if you want to go somewhere that's not expensive, that's not going to hurt your pockets, that y'all can live a nice, seamless life, calm life, Mexico is the place. Playa del Carmen, Merida is a good place. Mexico City, Guadalajara. It's so many places that you can live peaceful, you and your spouse, until y'all wait for the visa. And then y'all probably say, you know what, I'm gonna just stay here. I'm gonna tell you the ways that you can get citizenship in Mexico. 1, you can marry a Mexican. 2, you can have a baby. Once you deliver a baby in Mexico, everybody in the family gets citizenship, because it's all about family unity. So you can get a visa based on reunification, permanent temporary visa, then it goes to permanent visa, then you go to citizenship, naturalization. So you can also be retired and go to Mexico and get your citizenship that way too. So those are the ways that you qualify. Oh, don't let me forget economic sovereignty, because that's most people go through, is economic sovereignty. They just want to live in Mexico and they know that they make a certain amount of money a month, or they have certain amount of money come in. This right here aggravates me, my fat ass. but I'm still not trying to lose no weight. Go figure. So they just don't want to live in America anymore, and they just want to live in Mexico. So they qualify for economic sovereignty if they're able to show that they make $2,400 a month for 12 months. Now, also, I've heard that Texas, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Texas is 1,800 a month. So it's other places you can go to get your visa. But once you get your visas, that qualifies you to stay in Mexico for 4 years. So then you go to Africa or wherever you're going. For me, it would be Ghana. You pick up your husband. Y'all go to the Ghana embassy and tell them that you want your husband to be with you for 6 months for 180 days, which is his visa going to qualify him for, to stay with you for 6 months until he comes back. He's just going to visit his wife. Okay, so once you do that, it's a couple ways you can do that. You can go to another country if Ghana is not responding to you, because Ghana always got some shit going on. So if Ghana is not responding to you, the best thing to do to get through Ghana is to send an email. If the email, they say, oh no, we ain't gonna give it to them, because they be acting funny sometimes. So if they say that, you can always go to another country. You have Jamaica, you have Dominica, you have Bolivia, you have Belize. Belize is visa free too, and Belize just had a hurricane. So therefore, they are closed down. But when they open back up, it's easy, because Belize and Mexico shares a border. They would not mind giving you a visa at all. They have close ties. Also, Mexico has close ties with Peru and Colombia. However, Peru and Colombia, you need a visa from Ghana to go there. Then you got to say, oh my God, okay, after you figure out which country you're going to go to, maybe it's Bolivia, to get your visa to go to Mexico, you have to figure out, are you going to need a transit visa? The best thing is to go through Turkey, because you will not need a transit visa to go through Turkey. Some people know how to get around it. But as long as you stand under 8 hours, you should be okay. Wherever you go. So if it's over 8 hours, you're going to need a transit visa. But Turkey, you do not need one. So that'll be easy for you to get to Mexico. But the big challenge is how you're going to get there. So, if you go to Belize, and Belize is visa free, and then go from Belize to Mexico, you in business. Okay. So, that's how you work that out. Then the thing is getting once y'all there, he's going to be there for, or he or she is going to be there for 180 days. So you will need to do a visa run. Go to Guatemala, go out of the country to Guatemala or any of the neighboring countries, and then stay for 2 days and come back in to get your 180 days extended. However, if that's your husband, you don't need to do that, because what you're going to do is you're going to take him to your husband or your wife. I'm sorry, I keep saying just your husband. You're going to need to take him to the embassy in Mexico and tell them that you're married to him and you hold a temporary visa for this country, and they will give him one too, because it's all about family unification. Had that baby and you got citizenship. So what y'all trying to do? Y'all trying to see how to get to Mexico? Let's get it. Okay, guys, I am back, and I know I am looking a hot mess, but excuse me. So now we're on the screen. So what we want to do is we want to create an account. I will be putting the website on there for your convenience, so you can go straight to it. So you want to go to offensiveness counselors, because look, the thing is, you could put it in English right here. Half the time it don't stay on English, so I just try to figure it out. So let's go to the country. So let's say our country is United States. So in Spanish, because that's what it's reading, it's going to be Estados. Okay, what's going on? Estados Unidos de America. And then we're going to go to Georgia. This is just for shits and giggles so y'all can learn how to do it. And then we're going to go to Atlanta because that's my nearest visa office, consulate. And then we're going to go to country of birth will be Estados Unidos de America. And then nationality would be Edistonis Denise. And I don't know what the fuck that means, but okay, it works. So we're going to type in the name Kavisha. Father's last name is Gawuga. Then the mother's last name is Jackson. Okay. And then phone number. So I'm just going to put in any kind of phone number. But I'm going to go to the United States. Because I don't need y'all all of my business. I want to know my number so y'all can call me shit. 678-456-3219. And then it said, do you want another number? So if you got a family member, husband, wife, whomever, you can always put their number in too. And every country is on here. So we're going to put 678-534-9786. And then email. So for shits and giggles, we're going to put KK Squadrons at gmail.com. Then we're going to put in a passcode. So the passcode, you want it to be the capital letter. And then let's put in, what is that? My phone number. 678-456. Oh shit. 456 3219, and then put in my last name, which is going to be my father's last name, Gawuga, and that's in lowercase. Let me show the passcode so you can see. That's in lowercase, and we want to put a question mark. So make sure that you have a capital, your first capital initial, your phone number, your last lowercase initial, and a question mark. That's easy, so you ain't got to keep going through all the shit that they want y'all to have. So we're going to go do it again. Capital K, 678-456-3219, lowercase g, question mark. Okay. And then we're going to register. Okay, something is wrong. Oh, email. Why did email go back off? KK Squadrons at gmail.com. Stop playing with me. Register. Okay, so now it wants me to go. Attention, we found following errors. I don't see no errors. The email is an error. Why is the email error? I never used the okay, let's think of another email address, because I need to check the email to go back on there so that I can show y'all what's the next step. So we got to use the email. So let's use Drew Empire at yahoo.com. Drew Empire at yahoo.com. Let's register. Okay, so you'll see the screen and it's all empty now. That's because it wants me to go check my email, validate it, and then go back on there. Okay, so we're going to go to Drew Empire. As you can see, I got all these emails. Oh my goodness, I'm a busy person. Okay, Drew Empire at yahoo.com. And what's going on? I don't see the email. I do not see the email. There you go. Okay. And on the email, get out of here. On the email, it says click here. So now it's taking me back to the website again. And you'll see right here, it will have my name, my father's name, and my mother's name. That's how it will get me. Okay, so basically now you have to schedule an appointment. So you will go to click schedule. Most of the time, there's no appointments. You got to know exactly what date those appointments come out. So mine is already on Estados Unidos de America. And then I'm going to put in my zip code. And then I'm going to put search. And it's going to say, please confirm Atlanta. Okay. And it's going to say office. If it says office not found, that means there's no appointments. So Atlanta has appointments. But here, if you look here, it will tell you what Atlanta has appointments for. Passporte, Registrate Sylvia, political. It's no appointments for visas. So I needed to be appointment for visa. But you know what? I can still show you without it being appointment for visa. So we're going to select and push accept. So now you're going to see it's asking you to enter a curb number. You will not have a curb number if you don't have a visa. So we're going to add manually. Once you add manually, you will put in your details. So Kavisha, last name is Drew, surname is Hanson. Let's just put that for second surname for shits and giggles. Date of birth is 10/29/1984. Oh shit, I'm thinking I'm doing something. Ain't did nothing. Okay, let's go to the birth date. Oh shit. Sometimes my laptop be acting up. Let's come back. Femenino and nationality is estadounidense. Marital status is married. Spouse's last name printed on a document. Spouse last name is Hanson. That you don't have to put your spouse if you don't want to. Okay, so let's go to date of birth. If you don't want to put your spouse on it, just put single. Why is this not working? Why stuff can't just go smoothly? So the country is Estados Unidos. Providence is Georgia. And then county is Gwinnett. City, introduce your city. Let's put Lawrenceville. Okay. Oh, shit. Lawrenceville. And then I'm still trying to put my birthday if it lets me. But when I go up, it goes off. And see, then I don't know what to do after that. So I go down. Okay, 1984. Why is it acting stupid today? And I can't go without it because I can't verify. Because when I verify, it's not going to let me. So when you verify, it's going to say that you don't have a passport. It's going to say they can't find it. Let's continue. It say verify to continue. Okay. And it's probably not going to let me verify because I haven't finished. Because this is acting up. I said 29 and it don't even want to go on to 29. I'll click on whatever it want me to be. Shit, but that's not even working. All right, let me use my hand. Let me see. October 1984. What is the 84? 29. Okay, 2984. Sometimes you gotta use your hands. Okay, verify. And they say, wait. It said, attention, we were unable to find information to continue. So basically, they couldn't find me in the system, and that's fine because I wasn't supposed to be in the system. Prior to your appointment, verify the rates in the nearest counselor office. Okay, so now it's going to give you 59 minutes to complete your appointment booking. We don't need no damn 59 minutes, okay? So then it's going to ask you which one you want. Of course, we're going to put Visa, but for shits and giggles, we don't have Visa here, so we're going to click on Passporte. What is this? A limited procedure for applicant has been reached. Continue adding the procedure and select again. Okay, let's do register civil. Oh, y'all really playing with me today. I don't know if I got time. Okay, and we add. So we click on Visa, and we're going to add, and then we're going to click continue. So then, as we continue, it gives us 59 minutes to complete. Select if the person with a disability requires assistance of a guardian or relative to express their will in the application for the passport process. So no. And then we're going to click continue. And then it's going to say the country, because you can go to you can put any country. I'm just putting United States for shits and giggles, because how many times I'm gonna say that? I be lunching sometimes, because I'm just trying to get through the process. And then we're gonna click on Gwinnett for the county, and then Lawrenceville. Directions, I'm just gonna click Northwest, because I don't think none of that matters, because you actually have to fill out this application in writing and send it in. So you would not be using this application. It's just for the computer to know who has an appointment. That's all that's for. So more than likely though, you're gonna have to have your passport photo and your appointment paper and a copy of this confirmation. So when you go, you'll have everything, and make sure that you read what you need to bring, because if you're doing economic sovereignty, you got to make sure you have those. I forgot my fake number, y'all. You got to make sure that you have those bank statements. I forgot my phone number that I put in there. Okay, I'm gonna put another one in there. Shit. Oh, did it tell me something? Okay. And then we're gonna go with United States again. Okay. Same address? Yes. Continue. Now, it will give you a calendar, and it will tell you the dates that they have available. So the appointment had the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th. So I'm going to click on the 8th. It's going to give me the times over here. It's going to populate the times to your right. And so I'm going to pick a time. The earlier the better, because in that way you have time for them to give you your visa in your passport book that same day. If you click a later date, they're going to say come back tomorrow. Don't nobody got time for that. Then you're going to click book. Okay. So you see the appointment book, and there's a red thing coming up to say attention, try again. I wonder what that's about. A 7:30 a.m. book. It said attention, try again. What in the world? Okay, so it booked the appointment. So you see my appointment is December 8th, 2022 at 7 a.m. This is my folio number. Make sure that you do the right appointment, because that folio number means, okay, they want a passport. And if it's a folio number for Visa, it's going to be different. This is the applicant, Kavisha Drew Hansen, Atlanta office, Passporte, programmer. So we're going to look at, this is the appointment slip, which you need to print out so you can take with you, and you will get a copy of it in your email. And you can go up here and you can close session, accept, and that's it. And then go to your email, and you should get the email stating that you have an appointment But who got time for all that? Waiting for these people to give me an appointment. So make sure that you go ahead and you print it out yourself. So just in case the appointment don't come through, but it's just gonna take a minute. It's gonna come though. It's just taking a minute. But make sure you print out your appointment and make sure this is the account that you go to, and I will put it down in the description section so y'all know where to go. I think that's pretty much it. So basically we went through the whole visa process. I could tell you the things that you need to have with you. So I'm only going to talk about if you're doing a visa through economic sovereignty. If you're doing a visa through marriage and you married to a Mexican, you ain't got to do none of that shit. All you got to do is take your Mexican husband down to the visa office along with the passport, and you are good to go. So let's talk about what you're going to need when you go to your appointment. You're going to need your passport. Okay? Passport picture, just one. They're going to cut it down real small and put it on your application. You're going to need the receipt. So basically when you go there, make sure you take cash with you or take your debit card with you so you can pay for it, because you're going to need to give her the receipt. Your officer, the interview officer, you're going to need to give her the receipt that you paid. You pay in the same building. You need your appointment letter, the one that's supposed to come to your email, which I still haven't gotten yet. That's why it's good to go ahead and make your own, print your own shit out. So you need that with you. You're going to need the D6 I-60 confirmation slip with the barcode. That is what they're supposed to send you in your email. So you definitely need the email because it's going to have a barcode on it that they're going to scan. You're going to need... Okay, we talked about the passport size photo. And you're going to need your application. It's a visa application for every state. And you need to print out the application that goes for you. So you can always go into Google and put in Mexican visa application Denver, Mexican visa application Washington, Mexican visa application California. That way you'll have the visa application. Fill it out in its entirety before you go. So you have your application, you have your small passport photo, you have your confirmation that they're going to send you in your email. You will have your passport with 6 months left on it. And you will have your fee. The fee be like some short shit, like $43 or whatever. It ain't a lot. If you're doing economic sovereignty, you're going to have 12 months bank statements. Some places 6 months bank statements. So make sure you look up your embassy and see how many months you need to have. And if you're doing marriage... Through marriage, you don't need to have nothing but your man and your passport and the marriage license. That's pretty much it. So basically what you're going to do, if you're going to go my route and you want to go get your Ghanaian husband, you're going to go over there and get your man, okay? Or your girl. You're going to go get your man or your girl. Y'all going to go to a visa-free country, which I've put in the video already. You got e-visas, you got visas upon arrival, and you got visas free. So you're going to go ahead and do, I don't know, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see the stuff that's coming up on my screen. You're going to go ahead and do, go to one of those visa-free countries. But before you go, make sure you create your account and check on it every day for appointments. Call them and ask them, what day do y'all upload your appointments? So you know. Call them, email them, whatever you got to do. Because you ain't got time to be going on there every day, all day, trying to find an appointment. You can't find it. So you're going to click on... You will call them and say, look, I'm trying to go to Bolivia, La Paz. I need to know what day y'all upload your appointments so I can make my appointments. Appointments that's uploaded this week is for the following week. And sometimes even that week. So you know, all I got is to the following week. I don't have long. 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be that same week. So you don't have long to get to wherever you're going. If you're going to Bolivia, be ready to go and be like, okay, so as soon as I get this appointment, we heading the fuck out of here. Go to Bolivia, go to Belize, go to Nairobi, Kenya, go to Jamaica, Kingston, wherever you need to go, Dominica, go wherever you need to go, but be ready to go. And then when you get there, you make sure you got all your documents in hand, ready to give it to the people. Once they call you, and you make sure you early for your appointment, you get into this. The people, they say, okay, come back and get your visa later on today. And sometimes you do got, I heard that you do have embassies that might take 2 or 3 days. I know Ghana said 10 days, but Ghana is some bullshit. So you make sure you got enough time to stay there. You're going to get you a Airbnb or something while you there. You're going to get you an Airbnb so you have somewhere to stay. Get your man up out of that fucking country. Yes. Go get your girl out that country, and y'all go to Mexico. Y'all go chill. Y'all, man, live your best life. You hear me? The best life. Okay? So, that's it. That's all. I am done now. And I'm glad that I can teach y'all something. So the next video we're going to do is we're going to go through the whole visa process, how you have to have your papers organized, what you need to have, that you do not need no lawyer. I don't use no lawyer for shit. I said, let me get this shit done. If they deny me, so well, I'm going to dust myself off and do it again. I ain't got time for that bullshit. Like, I'm not about to pay a lawyer $2,500 to get no nigga over to America. It's not going to happen. But, if you can make it free, make that shit free. And I'm going to tell you another little secret. It's going to be our little secret, okay? It's best if you do take the nigga to Mexico or Belize or Costa Rica. I'm talking about Mexico in this video, but it's best that you do that so you can check that nigga temperature and see how he act. Because if he's showing the fuck off and he act like he ain't got no damn sense, you can go ahead and cancel Christmas with that motherfucking visa from America. Hell yeah, girl, what? I cancel Christmas so far on your ass. I do it so faster than the cat can lick his ass. Cancel that bitch and be like, all right, so we stuck in Mexico. How you want to curry it? Or you can take your ass back to Nigeria or Ghana, wherever I picked your ass up from. I'm serious, because sometimes people be feeling like that you obligated to take care of them, or they be feeling like, oh, you gotta do this. Nigga, I do this because I love you. That's it. And that's all. So y'all check the nigga temperature. Stay in Mexico for a couple months, maybe 6 months to a year. See what he working with. See how he acting. See if he gonna get off his ass and get a job. He gonna work, or he gonna get some business money. Okay. Once you do that, you know, okay, this nigga ready. You know, this nigga about that life. I'm gonna go ahead and give him something good and show him that good life, you know? So, yeah, do that. So, the other thing is, I'm going to do a video about how to make money while you living overseas, too, because a lot of people don't know that. It's a million ways to make money, especially in America. Let's get this American money. You got American citizenship. You are the luckiest motherfucker on earth. Get that money, sis. Get that American money and live your best life in cheap. Let me tell you, I got a house over in Mexico already. 4 bedrooms, 4 bathroom, swimming pool, all utilities included, internet and Netflix, fully furnished for $450 a month. Don't play with me. Get y'all ass up out of America. Get y'all ass up out of Ghana. Get y'all ass up out of the countries y'all in all fucked up over there. Go to Mexico. Live your best life. And fuck the cartel. They ain't worried about you. So that's the end of this video. I love y'all. I can't wait to see y'all again, honey. So y'all have a good day. Y'all keep it cool. Y'all stay warm. It's the holidays. I don't celebrate that shit. But either way, I love y'all. And y'all kiss the babies for me.